What's really happening in the war in Iran, and how did we get here? Because depending on who you follow, you're watching three completely different wars right now. Here's what we actually know. On Saturday, the US and Israel launched Operation Epic Fury, a massive joint strike on Iran. The CIA had been tracking Ayatollah Khamenei for months, and when intelligence confirmed he'd be at a leadership compound in central Tehran Saturday morning, they moved. Israeli jets fired long-range precision munitions into the compound. Khamenei and roughly 40 senior regime officials are dead. Iran has retaliated, hitting US bases, Gulf state airports, and Israel. 6 American service members have been killed. Trump says the operation is ahead of schedule and has agreed to talk to Iran's new interim leadership. Airstrikes continue. Now, that's the situation on the ground, but here at home, the reaction to this war has almost nothing to do with Iran and everything to do with what people already think about Donald Trump. The first group you're hearing from is inside Trump's own base. Tucker Carlson called the strikes absolutely disgusting and evil. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's now broken with Trump, said, and I quote, "We voted for America first and zero wars." Representative Thomas Massie, a Republican, is teaming up with a progressive Democrat to force a war powers vote. Their argument, this is exactly the neocon regime change playbook Trump ran against. They feel betrayed. And polling shows a significant chunk of the MAGA base agrees with them in principle, even if the rank and file still back Trump for now. Then there's a second group, and it crosses party lines. On the Republican side, you've got Lindsey Graham, Tom Cotton, and most of the Senate leadership saying this was overdue, that Iran has been at war with us since 1979 and diplomacy failed. On the Democratic side, Senator Fetterman backed the strikes. So did some pro-Israel Democrats like Gottheimer and Moskowitz. Their view, the Iranian regime is the root cause of instability in the Middle East. It was racing toward a nuclear weapon, and containment wasn't working anymore. For them, the question isn't whether to act. It's whether this specific action was executed well. And then there's a third group that is framing this almost entirely through the lens of opposing Trump. Bernie Sanders called it an illegal, premeditated, unconstitutional war launched to fulfill Netanyahu's ambitions. Other Democrats have focused almost exclusively on the constitutional argument, that Trump didn't get congressional authorization. That's a legitimate concern. But what's notable is how few in this camp are engaging with what the Iranian regime actually is. Some progressive voices have essentially cast Iran as the victim, ignoring 45 years of hostage-taking, proxy wars, and assassination plots, and a regime that killed over 7,000 of its own protesters just 2 months ago. For many Iranians, who are literally dancing in the streets right now, that framing feels like a slap in the face. 3 factions, 3 versions of this war, and which one you're seeing depends almost entirely on which media you consume, and what you already believe about the man who ordered the strikes. Follow Civil for regular updates.